Nate
We're
3262 is
live.
now
Hello there,
following.
Rocket Lad community. It is time for Q1, tournament number 1 of season 6 of the Rocket Lads. I'm Nth James, and I'm here with Josh Shola and Lego? Neat Lego Caleb, and whatever he calls himself. Introduce
Just
yourself,
Lego.
guys. Just Lego. Okay. How's it
One thing
going?
remains.
How's it going, Lego?
Good Lego.
Good.
Good Lego. Good.
Everything's clicking into place. How you doing, Josh Shola?
Right, excited to be here. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, so Joshola, can you lead us in? What's the first matchup we have going on tonight?
For the first matchup, let's see if I can find the teams that we'll be playing. It's gonna be Flips and Whiffs versus the Shadow Squad. Man, why did Dax make these team names? Very hard to say quickly for casters. So there's a little bit of a change. So we lost our fifth team, but for these teams, they got rearranged just a tiny bit. So Flips and Whiffs, we're gonna have Relic, Gary, and the Analog Kid. Those three players. And then Shadow Squad is going to be Blank Outcast, Max Bam, and Luminous.
All right, looking forward to it. So these first two teams, Flips and Whiffs, Shadow Squad, Lego. Can you give us what are your one of your moment one preemptive thoughts on how this game or series is going to play out?
Let me just pull up the teams really quickly because I forgot what
Yeah.
was
So
where.
we got like Josh Ola was saying, we got Relic, Gary, and Analog Kid on the flips and whiffs. I'm just gonna call them flip and whiff.
Flipping with.
And on Shadow Squad, we got Blank Outcast, Max Bam, and Luminous.
Okay. Initially, I don't know who Rick is. I'm not sure if that's a rename of somebody, so I'm interested to see what Flips and Whiffs can do. I know like and Gary have been around for quite some time, but Shadow Squad with Blank Outcast, Max Ben, and Luminous. I mean, I've seen Max Ben play a lot more recently too.
Mm.
Trying to get on with his teammates here. So I mean, just from an initial thing, I like the surprise from Flips and Whiff, but I think Shadow Squad's got a little bit more veteran status.
Yeah. I think Flips and Whiffs is coming into this tournament a little underpowered just because of the way
Mocha
the team
101 is
shakeup
now
happened,
following.
given the going down to 4 teams now. So they're a little bit the underdogs, which makes me automatically root for them and want them to win. And don't forget, chat, which two teams will make it to the grand finals tonight? Put your votes in. If you're right, nothing at all happens. You just get the clout and bragging rights. What are your thoughts, Josh Ola? Flips and Whiffs versus Shadow Squad. What do you think is going to happen?
So they're different teams on paper because Relic is really highly ranked. I think he's the most highly ranked player in the tournament.
Oh,
He's
really?
definitely played at like a GC level. So I think he is the highest one in here. So then he kind of has those two lower players backing him up. And then with Shadow Squad, it is more of an even slate. Blank Outcast is quite a good player though. It's kind of like the battle of, do you choose a team with like the really good player or the more evenly spread out team? I think Shadow Squad I would put my money on though.
Yeah, I think in Rocket Lad's history, tradition favors the balanced teams over the one-off wonders, except for one aspect was playing. That was the exception
We
when you're
had
just
some
so good.
oddities for
Yeah,
goodness.
there were some oddities. There were some freak shows within Rocket Lads in certain games.
It's all right.
So we got 5 minutes to kick off, assuming that all the players get into the lobby on time. What do you think, Lego, is going to be the key to success for Flip and Whiffs? It appears that they're a bit of the underdogs coming into this match. What do they have to do to overcome?
I mean, just beat the other. No, okay, that's a bad joke, but it's gonna depend on how both teams kind of come out, how their warm up went, how confident they feel coming into this match. Relic, like Josh has more insight on me than than I should have, but if he's playing around that grand champ level, that'll definitely be able to help the rest of Flips and Whiff kind of with rotations and speed.
Mhm.
As I believe they're closer to Analog Kid, I believe is around high champ, if I'm not mistaken. No,
Nope, nope.
diamond.
He's
Okay.
yeah, Diamond one probably.
Gary,
Yeah,
I know
Analog
is
Kid's the
maybe
new
I'm all
kid on the
wrong.
block. He's the new kid on the block. So Analog comes in low mid diamond along with Gary. I think they're probably
Yeah,
similarly ranked. And like Joshua was saying, Relic comes in as their captain. See if he can rotate in with them. Yeah.
I haven't done much scouting, as you can see.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all right.
Disappointed.
So it's gonna depend on, I mean, if Relic, I'll trust it. If he can be consistent, then it's gonna come up to Gary and Analog Kid to kind of complete the rotations there and just
Yeah,
play fundamentals. Don't get too fancy with it.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
our breakdown Shadow Squad as well. Real quick here, it's just gonna be play as a team.
Yep.
Their biggest strength is that they're all pretty close knit at the same speed, same kind of mechanical skills. So again, play it safe, but you have a little bit more leeway because you're all playing within a similar mindset than the other team maybe will.
Yeah, exactly. It's very different play styles, but they each have to stay true to their play styles. Everybody's in the lobby, so Dax can give the text command in the lobby when everybody's ready to go, I suppose. But until then, Joshola, what are your thoughts on what each play style will be for each team?
I think it's pretty much what Lego said. Relic, oh man, it's so hard when you're that really good player. You have the opportunity to make awesome plays and carry your team, but if you push too hard, then you leave them kind of defenseless. So it'll be him finding that balance, I think. And then for the other teams, it'll just be hitting those pass plays, trusting and being aggressive enough. I think that's something sometimes the lower players haven't quite learned yet is being aggressive as that second man ready for those passes. They can be a little hesitant. So I think that's what I'll look for from Shadow Squad.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And the biggest issue I find with some of the lower ranked players in this team is they play a lot of twos and threes together. And sorry, what was that, Dax? I heard you coming through there. Am I missing something?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh, okay, great. So we can hear him, but you can't hear us. Excellent. So, but as I was saying, with some of the lower ranked teams, they play twos and threes casually, and sometimes when they go into threes, they forget, oh, I'm not in twos. I can be a bit more aggressive, like you're
Yes.
saying, Joshua.
Yeah.
So they got to keep that mindset. I got a third man. I can go. Trust them. Even if that trust is betrayed sometimes, don't let that ruin you for the rest of the series. Just keep on that trust train, and it'll pay off.
Yeah. And one final thing. Is
All right.
there any prizes for this tournament?
Oh, good question. So, what are the prizes for this tournament?
So the winning team, just the winning team, will receive 3,000 credits split between them. And for every sub that we get, if we get any, I will give it that another 200 credits per sub, up to an additional
Woo!
2,000.
All right,
So a
guys, you have to do the
maximum of
math.
5,000 credits for the winning team.
Game one, here we go. Lego's taking play-by-play. Josh Olin and color commentary. Cast away, boys.
All right, game number one of Flips and Whiffs versus Shadow Squad. Just got your preview from the boys, all three of us, and now we're going to start seeing some action here. In the first couple of minutes, it's going to be a little slow to start. Could be some nerves coming in. This is the first version we're doing as a shot from Relic will sneak off the bar and in.
Immediately, we're getting to see what he's made of. He's got a little ones play here. Beautiful job not giving that ball away. Keeps it tight to his car, which allows him to get the last flick there.
Good shot so far. Good play. Good play. Sorry, if somebody was respond to that in the casting chat there. As we see here, as Relic tries to pinch this one away. Blank Outcast going to try to keep the pressure on. It's an early 1-0 lead now for Flips and Whiffs, but it might have been cut to none of there, and it's going to be as it comes back off the bar, and somebody put that thing in there. Blank Outcast finally manages to do it.
This was a little awkward, but it works. Everybody commits, and they weren't afraid. So, yeah, third time's the charm.
It's a little sauce there, not gonna lie. We are all tied up at ones with 40 seconds gone in the game. This could be a high-scoring event. Both teams could start to lock this down. Analog Kid taking a little bit of a ride on the roof there as Blankout doesn't get to beef jerky on time.
Which
And
I
now a
believe
demo
is
behind play. This could be good, but Maxibam going to be able to clear this out. Analog Kid now going up, but Luminous is there to beat him. Beef jerky clearing that away to Blank Outcast. Blank Out, no boost, but nobody else but him needs to know that right now as he makes a touch. Relic popping this one up. Luminous is up to try and block this. Relic off the backboard and down off the backboard again. Doesn't get the double touch. Everybody whiffing from Flips and Whiffs. Kind of poetic.
the pass.
And a shot.
Oh.
Oh, just off the bar. That could have been a dangerous chance. We could have seen a 2-1 game. Well,
Oh!
Whoa! That was supposed to be my teammate. Dang.
so you're liking your prospects in Qualifier too.
I just love to see him step up, and he's a player who can thrive mechanically. It's his rotations, I think, hold him back at his rank a little bit more, but definitely showing off his mechanics there with a nice top shelf shot.
Good shot all around. And that 2-1 lead that I alluded to is now reality, as Flips and Whifz have taken a 2-1 lead early in the game. It's going to become a 3-1 lead as Beef Jerky pots another one.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Relic just passes it up, and nobody really gets in front of the line of the ball. Two people commit to that, but nobody reads where the shot is going to go.
That card is just insult to injury, too.
Yeah. And just for our production, I think he can get rid of that if he hits H on his keyboard. I believe. I could be wrong. The bar?
You got it.
Circle, yeah, he's got it. He's good.
Oh, okay. Nice.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, I understand.
Jack's a big boy.
My bad.
He's the big boy. He's done this thing before.
Oh.
There's an empty net. Where is the defense?
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's good.
My bad.
You're looking good, Dax. Everything's clean and clear.
Don't worry, it's fine. What we should be worried about is that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really anything special. It's just, I don't know, just not clean rotations and people just whiffing on the ball. Like,
It's
it's happening.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'd agree. Like, there's just nobody for Shadow Squad really stepping up.
Game 1
Yeah.
jitters, guys.
Yeah. And we should say, too, that this is just a best of 3 for these first round top
yes.
bracket matches and the lower bracket ones, too, right away. So there's not a lot of time to correct things. Best of 5, sometimes you can fix those mistakes and come back. Ugh.
But it isn't much time left. Oh, it's a 4-1 lead now, halfway through the game. We've already kind of gone into it a little bit. Just not enough. It's just sloppy gameplay so far from Shadow Squad. I mean, do you think they can win this one, or do you think they just kind of try to learn from this and win the next two?
I think they just learn from this. I don't think they're going to come back. Not how they're looking right now. And plus, Flips and Whiffs is kind of just locking things down a lot of the times. They're just ready for those kind of like not great clears. They're just sitting midfield and shutting it down.
Yeah, I'd agree 100%. As this one comes off the backboard, Relic's going to manage to clear this one out. Going to wait a little bit. He's got some control. Doesn't quite get what he wants. Goes for the Philip, but does not get it. As Maxibam puts this one wide open.
Where's his teammate?
Can he get there in time? Yes, he can. But Beef Jerky,
No.
right in position for the save. He kind of shot it at him. I'm not going to lie.
That was unfortunate. You should have had a teammate who could have got to that ball before him, but when your teammate is going to hit the ball, you need to be pushing up as soon as you think he's going to hit it. Just trust.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you know what? That could be theme of the game here. Is there's no trust from Shadow Squad so far. They seem to kind of isolating each other. There's a good shot, good pass there. Relic is in position. Will not let that one through. His blank out's going to try and throw this one himself off the backboard. Maxibam just missing wide. Luminous also doing the same. Not being able to capitalize on that is going to hurt their chances. There's a minute left. It's 4-1 lead. I forgot Flips and
Flips and Whiffs.
Flips and Whiffs.
Yeah, that hurts the morale.
Good.
Too.
It's just
Okay. I mean, that was a nice challenge by Blank. Relic trying to move this thing out, stay in front of the ball, and get a flip reset. Didn't quite come through. And I mean, you're not going to be ready for that as a teammate trying to defend. You're thinking Relic's going to definitely carry that or at least get a 50 on it.
Well, you know, it's just one of those things. But so far, so good. Lead is cut down to 2. This is looking a little bit better, but they need to score a quick one soon, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that if Relic gets all the time he wants, but no boost. Off the backboard, Beef Jerky backflipping. Analog kick with a weak shot on. Blank Outcast should be able to clear that out. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking that's like the perfect situation you want there. Relic takes an opportunity to try to get a double touch. He doesn't get it, and he's out of the game. That's when you need to be able to counter. Like, their best player is gone. You need to clear that thing and fast.
Yeah, get it out. Get it towards the net. Anything you can. Maxibam just missing that save, and that's going to be game. Flips and Whiffs will be taking game number 1. There's 4 seconds left. That's not looking good.
No, obviously this is going to end probably with this score line here, but yeah, it wasn't anything special. Again, Relic just being consistent and fast to the ball. But, you know, it should take more than that to take down some players on the other team who have some skill, right? You know, Blank is a higher level champ player, probably played champ 3 level before, I bet. So
So
he should
game
be able
1
to
is
counter
in
that.
the bag. And just a reminder to everybody, and this is what Josh Olery said, best of 3 series for round 1. This is a double elimination, so whoever loses this match isn't out all the way. But they are going to be in the lower bracket later on this evening to see if they are going to be eliminated from this Q1 tournament or not.
There's still time.
There's still time.